Hi everyone and welcome to the Predictions Game Week 4 summary. I'm joined with Atul Jani.
Hello there pundits, and let's get straight into it, Mark.
Well, in actual fact, mate, let's take special praise for you because thank you very much for filling in the breaches there, stepping in the hot seat. I know that everybody has enjoyed your commentary and you put a lot into it, so I really do appreciate your efforts there, mate.
Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure as well.
And I thought it was going to be made redundant at one point, but there's always needs two of us. But yes, predictions indeed, let's get into it. AA, isn't it really? I'll talk about Adam because he's still out there at the moment. 310 points leads the way, but his lead's been cut by Tom just to 25. But the AA bit was you. You've mentioned it on the commentary, but Atul, brilliant, mate. Game week winner, a massive amount of points, and you've really caught up after that relatively slow start, would you say?
Yeah, it's been pretty surprising. It's been really difficult. I think everyone's experienced that this season.
Yeah.
You cannot tell who's winning and who isn't. And it's quite surprising to see a lot of away wins. And as I mentioned in the commentary as well, there's no such thing as a dead cert win. Who'd have thought Chelsea would be, a little bit struggle. Man City, yeah, okay, we knew, but we didn't realise how well they're going to win and how well they're storming up the table in that sense as well. So, you got Crystal Palace second place. Who would have seen that?
Unbelievable. Just looking at over my shoulder there at bits and pieces, who would have thought, apart from probably my cousin Daniel, West Ham would go to Liverpool and for the first time in like 30 years pull a result out like that and get a win.
And they haven't lost away.
No, I know
this season so far. 4 games played, 2 away games, 2 wins.
I know, it's incredible.
Yeah.
But no, Adam still leads the way. He's still doing well. Because after he built up a nice lead, and he's managed to secure the manager of the month.
Exactly.
So that's 50 points banked away.
Congratulations, mate. That's fantastic.
Indeed.
It's a bit of a squeaky bum time, as I mentioned in the commentary, with Tom really making that little surge. And Adam did make a poor game week last week by his standards.
But he'd done enough already, relatively, hadn't he?
He
Really?
did. I mean, as I mentioned in the commentary, 77.5 points per game week he's been racking up, which is no mean feat, pundits. You've seen it for yourself. A lot of people scoring an average about 40-50 points. So well done.
We've still got Sandeep holding his own up there as well on in the money with only 75 points away. As I said, you're there. Then comes myself just behind you, which is like the order of last year, really. I'm always just behind you trying to catch you. New player Elish, who's in the offices, he's doing well this season so far.
Yeah, it's pretty modest. He's been modest throughout the whole sort of campaign so far. Just saying it's guesswork. But I've seen him study the form guides, and it's an interesting tussle between him and Elish and Upendra. Sorry.
Well, right behind him as well, level pegging, and
they have been, haven't they? Pretty much consistent.
And we know that Pendra takes it seriously. He loves the predictions, and he's a dark horse, shall we say, in terms of he knows what he's doing, and he'll never give up. But my nephew Charlie, playing the game really for the first time, I guess, he's doing well, and so is Danny Atware as well.
Yeah, Danny's done well. He's moved up 6 places on the previous week, and he's consistent. He's been getting the points, and that's how it should be. He's enjoying it. The feedback has been he's loving every minute of it. Even though he's away on business meetings, he's still sending us the predictions. Hopefully, I said to him not in the middle of the meeting.
No, but that right there is commitment for you. And I was talking to Charlie just the other evening, and he said he's having a good time with it, but he's finding it difficult, more difficult than he thought it would be in terms of what you were saying, these season's results. But
not easy.
Daniel's plugging away there as well. Craig, he's dropped a little bit, but with Craig he'll come up with some good 30 pointers soon enough. And we've got Ricardo, our Italian interest as well. He's doing all right. He might look like he's down the table, but I know he knows his football, so he'll be fine, won't he?
Yeah, I mean, as I mentioned in the summary itself, Ricardo and our Mads as well. Overseas players. There you go. Overseas players.
There's commitment for you.
Yeah, there's commitment. They're really pretty good. And to be honest, it's striking distance. It really just needs a couple of game weeks. And you saw it, pundits, with what I scored. I was from second from bottom. All of a sudden, I'm just 5 points off being third place. That says it all.
Well, yeah. I mean, let's look at this, matey. I mean, if we, you're looking at kind of, what are you looking at? You're looking at 10th place equal Jo. And then you're kind of looking right down here, even down to Lee at 19th place, at 125. There's only 50 points between them. And I must just say as well, as we come back here, Gavin, he's below everybody at the moment. But look, he missed game week 1.
Yeah.
But he's really been putting in the predictions.
Yeah.
He's been catching a few recently, I've noticed, in
Yeah,
game
yeah,
week 3
yeah,
and 4.
yeah.
He's not been too far away when he's missed them. So, look, he's 40 points behind. He's on the bottom. Don't worry about it. It's game week 4 we've just had.
Yeah.
You know, and I think you remind me, in game week 5 in your commentary, we said we've got a hot shot.
Yeah.
We've got a Super 6. There's also, even though, you know, there's only a couple of those games, the standard games, shall we say, that they look tasty. So there's points to be had, isn't there?
There's plenty of points to play for, to be honest, pundits. And, you know, positions, they don't really mean anything at this stage.
Not a true reflection, maybe.
True reflection.
Apart from Adam, obviously, as we said, who's really done it from game week 1.
As mentioned, you know, it's those bonus points and those additional points can change, and we know from experience, pundits, we can tell you with open heart that at the end of the day, at the end of the sort of like duration of the predictions, on the last day, things can still change. The table can be topsy-turvy because, no pundits, because of the bonus points.
Well, Martin Tyler a few years ago, there's his famous commentary, Aguero, whose name will be screaming out from the predictions players. You just don't know. But look, that's a long way away. It's a bit boring at the moment here at HQ because there's no game week this week. It's all about the international break. So let's... Yeah, I know, yawn indeed. Let's fast forward to game week 5.
Yeah.
Right, let's pretend it's coming around this couple of days' time. What have we got coming up? Where's the excitement factor? Where are we going to get our points, AJ?
Well, to be honest, pundits, it's really difficult. I'd love to say Man United, Liverpool, the obvious choice.
What a game that is.
Yeah, it is. I mean, to be honest, both teams have got it to play for. Both have got to prove themselves. Both have spent, and Man United obviously with the recent acquisitions, but Liverpool over the summer period have been buying a few players and strengthening and consolidating. So it's going to be interesting. They have to prove to their boards and fans. Apart from the Norwich Bournemouth, which you'll highlight in a second, another two good tasty ones is I would say the Everton Chelsea.
Yeah, early kickoff.
Everton again seem to be picking up a little bit form. Chelsea have got a hell of a lot to prove. Yeah. And the other one is the one which shouldn't really be discounted is the actual Arsenal Stoke game. An interesting one. But, you know, you can't tell with Stoke. I think
Arsenal versus Barcelona, you mean?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, to be honest, if you're a Stoke fan, I don't mean to be rude, you'd be happy getting a point at Emirates. Yeah. But they'll park the bus, they'll kind of try and kind of play on the counter, I guess, to try and get something from us. But it's all about Arsenal if we can break them down.
Yeah, and finally, the one which I mentioned in the review, and is first versus second, believe it or not, is Palace versus Man City.
Yeah, that could be a tough
thing. Away to Palace as well, so... Could their unbeaten run end? So predictions. Pundits, when you're making those predictions, think about it.
So much going on, but Norwich Bournemouth, as you say, that's the hot shot, right? You've got the Cherries. Well, the Wilson character, absolutely flying. I'm sure he's all in your fantasy teams. Norwich, I don't know. At home, I mean, I was looking through their team the other day. They've still got Tetty. They've still got a few players that like Whittaker at the back and Martin. You know, they've been there in the Premiership. Yes, they went down. They're back up now, so they know about it. It's all these games now are just... Well, we're playing the unpredictable, mate, aren't we?
We really are. And I've been playing it for a few years, pundits, and I'm already... You know, it's game week 4 and I'm already said that it's the most unpredictable. And
look at his hair. That's why. He's been playing it a couple of years. Look at his hair. Yeah. But he is the champion, okay? So we give him respect. And just leave us with your final thought, mate, going into that game week 5.
Plenty of points up for grabs. You know, hopefully it's a high scoring game week. You know, we've been hitting the 50s at the moment. Let's just push for the 60s and 70s, and you know, pundits, you know, just make your best predictions, get those points, and ultimately you've got to be in it to win it. Absolutely. So we've got the international break, unfortunately, but game week 5 will roll around. We've got some juicy ties, as we've mentioned. It's the start of another monthly campaign for Manager of the Month, so that's, you know, have a good start, hopefully. Make your predictions wisely, but and maybe get some early cup form as well. Yes. Because that's coming around at game week 8, so there is loads to look forward to. Unfortunately, we've got this international break. Do apologise for that. But, we will see you soon with your predictions. Take care.